Hey CCPS, it's Jeff Lawson, and it's been a little while since I've put out a video, and there's some pretty important things I want to make sure you're aware of. So I want to start this video by talking about a plan that we've submitted to the Maryland State Department of Education, has subsequently been approved. It provides us the opportunity to use virtual learning in lieu of snow days. So we would have the option. Now, this isn't saying that we will always do this, but we can in these next several weeks where snow is possible. But we will be able to announce to the community, the families, that if tomorrow were a snow day, we would have virtual instruction, and that day would count as a day in our calendar and keep us from having to have students attend school into the third week in June. And we're really trying to avoid that. So what will happen is that when we see a day that we are pretty certain that there's going to be an inclement weather situation that will preclude students from coming to school, we would choose to have a virtual day instead. When we submitted this to the State Department for approval, there were 5 assurances that we had to guarantee would happen. For instance, 4 hours of synchronous learning has to be available for all students, that we will take attendance in terms of a student participating in the virtual instruction and or completing their work that was actually assigned that day. We will provide opportunities for makeup. That the plan that we presented to our Board of Education last week has been shared in public and is posted for families to see on our website. And we have done all that. We think we have a great plan. From a parent's perspective, a student's perspective, a teacher's perspective, it'll look a lot like what we did last year in terms of the synchronous learning, which I think, for as limited as it is from an instructional model, I think we did a pretty good job with that. I also want to share with the community kind of the updates on the mask mandate. I think everybody knows by now this mandate has come from the Maryland State Board of Education, as is their legal authority, their legal right to do so. The Maryland State Board has direct legal authority over all public schools in the state of Maryland. And what they did recently, back in the second week in December, is that they provided some ways that a school system can get out from the mask mandate, I guess is the best way to put it. There are 3 different ways. The first being that if an entire county has reached an 80% vaccination rate. Second way is if a particular school has reached an 80% vaccination rate of students and staff. I will be honest with you, I don't think any of our schools or our county are in that neighborhood of full vaccinations as of today. The third way is probably the most likely way for us to be relieved of the mask mandate, is if the county is in the low to moderate transmissibility level as defined by the CDC. So if we can get there for 14 consecutive days, then it would be within my purview to lift the mask mandate. And that's something we would certainly be interested in. But again, we've got to get to the low to moderate transmissibility rate. So recently, the last couple of weeks, we've put out a communication survey from our public information officer, Kelly Keaton, as part of her strategic plan. We surveyed parents as to how well we're doing, frankly, in the world of communication. Very, very pleased with the results. We've had more than 3,000 families respond, and 95% are either satisfied or very satisfied with the level of communication coming from the school system. Now, that doesn't imply that people always agree with our decisions. It's that we just try to be clear with what we're trying to do and why. And again, we're pleased with that. We also learned that the preferred way for families to get their communication from the school system is hands down, far and away, email and text. So we try to be real aggressive, pushing our information out. And again, if you're not getting information through your preferred venue, make sure you reach out to your school, or you can certainly email me, and I can try to help you out with that. And then finally, as we get closer to the Super Bowl, and yeah, the Eagles aren't in it this year, but I don't think the Ravens are either, so yeah, it will be the Bengals and the Rams, and that is going to be Sunday, February 13th. So to celebrate that day, Friday, February 11th, we will have a Team Spirit Day. We're encouraging all staff, all students, please wear the jersey or the shirt to your favorite team. And we will certainly recognize those schools that have high participation. We're not sure what we can do for them just yet, but we'll do something. So that's all I have for you now, and have a great day. Thank you.